All right, so we're going to wrap up Unit 1 with Section 5, which is going to deal with the different careers and divisions of horticulture and plant science. So, in order to be successful in a horticulture careers, there's a few things that are required. Number one, yes, you have to understand economics or business. You have to have business skills, but you also have to understand science, the science behind plants or whatever type of product you are working with. You need to understand how it operates and how to be as efficient with that as possible. You also need mechanical skills, marketing skills, administrative skills, and knowledge of legal aspects of business. All of these things are important when looking at whether or not an individual can be successful in horticulture. So, what is a career? So, it is the direction a person's life takes as related to their choice of work. A job is a work a person performs for a salary and benefits. An occupation is work that has a title and specific duties. Just a couple little vocab terms and different, being able to see the difference between some words. All right, so what does it take to be successful? Well, number one, be productive. You got to be productive in what you do. Typo there should be a lowercase e, but number two, have personal skills. A person's ability to relate to others' productivity. Consumers will come back if you're able to relate to them, if you have a personality, if you communicate with them, if you interact with them. Being successful requires setting and achieving goals. Okay, these can be short-term goals, mid-range goals, long-term goals. Goals help us keep, I call it keep grounded. It helps us keep ideas of our why and helps us keep the vision on the end game. So a career goal is a level of accomplishment a person wants to attain in a career. Everybody needs to have career goals. You can always be learning. You can always be bettering yourself, bettering your business, bettering whatever it is that you do. So continue on with success. You do need educations, which are related to plant and soil sciences, structures, and functions, and also training. Some can be done at the high school level. This is where SAEs come into play. Uh, um, Job shadowing can come into play here, or maybe you have a family business that you're already trained in. So, all right, so some career areas in horticulture. The first one is nursery productions. This involves growing plants in containers or in fields. Jobs include, and you can list there, you can see the list there. Some of it is a propagator, field supervisor, salesperson, which we're going to see a lot of in most of these, and shipping supervisor. You also have the landscape industry, and it prepares sites for landscaping and purchases the items needed for landscaping. Some jobs include construction supervisor, maybe the designer, or the salesperson. So, what you're going to see as we go through some of these careers is that there's multiple different jobs, so to speak, or for these careers. Okay, maybe you have great people skills. There's nothing wrong with being a salesperson. You just need to have knowledge on what it is that you're selling, but it takes a high level of personal people skills to be over in order to sell something. Landscape maintenance is another one. So this involves caring for already established landscape. Then seed production. Okay, so this could be plant breeders, propagators, independent growers, sales managers, or salespersons. Could have run a garden center, and this offers consumers plant materials and supplies needed to maintain garden or landscapes. Jobs includes buyers, landscape designers, plant technicians, and managers. So other areas for careers, you have the arboretum. So this is a natural setting of trees, shrubs, and vines. We have one right across the road from the high school. The botanical garden is a plant collection habitat. Horticulture garden is an arranged garden that contains a variety of horticulture plants. So some jobs in these can include writers, researchers, propagators, educational directors, librarians, directors, curators, and greenhouse managers. Floriculture industry. So you have floriculture production, wholesale florist, or retail florist shop. So you can be anything from managers to designers to salespeople to store management to store managers to sales clerks and so on and so forth. Pomology and olericulture. Okay, pomology is the science of growing fruit. Olericulture is the science of growing vegetables. So within these, you have production and marketing. Okay, whatever it is you grow, you have to produce it, and then you need to be able to market it. Excuse me. Turf grass management. You have sod production, turf grass establishment, golf course design and maintenance, maybe some athletic fields design and maintenance. So turf grass management is overlooked as far as a money maker, so to speak. But there's a lot of money in turf and in grass and the upkeep of it. Some organizations are willing to pay a lot of money to have good looking grass and have it maintained properly. And there is a science that goes into it. Forestry. So forestry plays an important role in land management, conservation, and rehabilitation. They plan and help carry out forestry projects like planting new trees, monitoring and conserving wildlife habitats, choosing and preparing timber plots, and assessing current timber values and suppressing forest fires. You can see there some of the um, jobs. You have log graders, um, logging equipment operator. You have forest fires inspectors, and prevention specialists. You can be a firefighter. You can be a warden or a ranger or a teacher. Agronomy is the science and technology of producing and using plants in agriculture for food, fuel, fiber, and land restoration. It is both a human career and a scientific one. Agronomy has come to encompass work in areas of plant genetics, plant physiology, meteorology, and soil science. Ornamental horticulture. So this consists of floriculture and landscape horticulture. It's concerned with growing and marketing plants with the assorted activities of flower arrangements and landscape designs. The turf industry is also considered part of ornamental horticulture. Cut flowers are an example of ornamental horticulture, and in jobs includes florists, gardeners, groundskeepers, and landscapers. Really anything that can add some aesthetic value or has an aesthetic value. And to wrap it up, just some other possible careers. You could be a horticulture therapist. Okay, a lot of people find peace or relaxation with plants and or certain smells. You can be a cooperative extension agent. I know we have some students that have talked about working at the extension office. That's what they want to do. A horticulture specialist. You can specialize in a certain field. A consultant, a teacher, maybe a research scientist. Maybe you want to do work and research on how to make plants more productive while lowering the impact on the environment, or a plant inspector. So be sure you complete the form with this, and I hope you've had a great week. If you need anything, let me know, and we'll pick back up again next week. Thank you.